Eskom is going to have to return to the negotiating table, it seems, after three massive unions rejected its revised wage offer of 4.5%. Now, the no is coming from the National Union of Mine Workers, the National Union of Metal Workers of South Africa, NUMSA, and Solidarity as well. Unions are wanting a double-digit increase so members can afford the rising cost of living. It's being called a poverty wage at the moment. All they're looking for is a living wage. The talks come amid the threat of higher stages of blackouts as winter is setting in at the moment. So NUM's Energy Sector Coordinator, Khangela Baloyi, joining me this afternoon. Hello to you, Khangela. So, 4.5% not good enough. What are you demanding?
Afternoon to you and the viewers of eNCA. Yeah, no, 4.5 is very, very low. It's actually lower than the 7.1% of the inflation, CPI. So it's low. We are demanding 12% as the NUM. Solidarity is demanding 9.5% and NUMSA 12% as well.
So the one of those is entering into double-digit figures. How realistic is that to get 12% from Eskom? They say they're struggling, but then we see what they're doing as far as government bailouts are concerned. Do you think Eskom can afford these demands?
Yeah, no, our demands are informed by the inflation. You see, prices of everything has went up. You know, the food, electricity, petrol, everything has went up. You know, so we are informed by that. You know, and whether Eskom is gonna be able to afford these demands or not, we believe that Eskom can afford the demands. Eskom has got a budget. It has budgeted for these negotiations, so we believe they can meet these demands. You know.
Khangela, I'm looking at an online source at the moment, well-respected online news website, saying that NUM has lowered your wage demands from 12% to 11%. Can you confirm that?
Yeah, no, I cannot deny or confirm that for now because we are still busy with negotiations. We're going to communicate what's going to be the outcome of today's negotiations just after the closing of the negotiation day.
Because this would be the second revision, if it's true, for NUM to come down in prices. It was 15%, went to 12%, now allegedly 11%. Are you coming down?
No, you see, this is a process of negotiations, you know. We are here to negotiate, and in negotiations, it's a give and take, you know. Yeah. So if we have to come down, we will have to do so.
Will
within our mandate,
members go on strike if you don't get what you want? Will you turn the lights off?
Yeah, you'll remember Eskom is essential services. You know, workers of Eskom are not allowed to strike. The process that must take place if we reach a deadlock is a CCMA process, where there is what we call a compulsory arbitration. Where the members are going to decide on themselves to go on strike or not, I don't know that.
Many people are suggesting that the three unions, yourself, NUMSA and Solidarity, could potentially hold the country to ransom because it's an Eskom issue. What do you say to that? Are you holding the country ransom?
No, we can't do that. You know, we are patriots. You know, we love this country. Actually, we are hopeful and optimistic that we'll be able to reach settlement with Eskom today or tomorrow. Or if we don't reach it today and tomorrow, we might agree to extend this negotiation so that we reach a settlement. We understand that this issue is of a national interest. You know, electricity is a problem already in the country. We are faced with load shedding, and people are already losing their jobs and all. So we don't want to create more problems to to the already problems that we are having now.
Yeah, I'm sure the country is very relieved to hear that, Khangela. Apart from the wages itself and the ongoing negotiations, I see and I understand there's other issues like pension funds and medical aid funds as well, which need to be discussed. Where are we on the benefits for workers? Not just wages, but also benefits. What's the story there?
Yeah, the NUM has dropped the demands on medical aid. And we do not have the demand on pension fund. Our demand, one of the main demand, is the demand of cooperative.
I'm sorry, Khangela, I think I lost your audio for a moment. Forgive me, it's such an important answer from you. Can you just restart what you were saying? You've dropped medical aid, you've dropped pension, but continue from there?
Yeah, but one of our main demand is to close the apartheid wage gap, where some people are earning less money than the others, and this is a historical issue. So we are demanding that Eskom must close that because it's an issue of social justice.
When you now talk to the negotiator at Eskom and you see the bailouts that Eskom is being given at the moment, does that seem fair to you? Because I imagine this to be a poverty wage, and all you're asking for is a living wage. Would that be a fair assessment?
No, that's a fair assessment. We are looking for a living wage. The cost of living is too high. And when you look at the cost item, the highest cost item of Eskom is your primary energy, the IPPs. The primary energy includes coal and diesel. They are spending too much on diesel. We are saying Eskom needs to fix its coal power stations, and so that we can use less diesel. And if we do that, we'll have enough money to pay workers what they deserve.
What's your timeline on this? Last question. How far can you and your members from NUM keep going until you go on strike? What's your timeline?
We are guided by the recognition agreement. The recognition agreement says 3 rounds of 3 days each, but it gives the chairperson of the negotiations rights to extend the negotiations if he or she can see that there is a possibility of reaching settlement. And here, like I said, we are hopeful and we're optimistic that we might reach a settlement.
So you do believe, very briefly, that you will get the number that you want, Khangela? You will get the number that you're demanding?
Yeah, we are in the negotiations. It's a negotiation process.
I thought I'd try, Khangela. Thank you very much. I thought you were going to say yes or no. I wasn't too sure. I thought I'd try my luck. Khangela Baloyi, thank you very much indeed. It's a very tricky time at the moment. Khangela is the Energy Sector Coordinator at the National Union of Mine Workers, and it looks like those ongoing negotiations with Eskom, some are demanding double-digit figures. Others are saying they just want a livable wage. Eskom sticking to 4.5. We'll watch that closely.